Hello, I am Dr. Sigar Kanti. In this video, we study some properties of group theory. If G is a group with respect to the operation star, then AB whole inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse. So we are not writing the star here, means understood that it is there is star is there. That is, instead of writing A star B, just we write AB. Here also B inverse star A inverse. Just we write B inverse A inverse. Second one, if AB equal to AC, then this implies B equal to C. This is known as the left cancellation law. So that is here we cancel this A and A, then we get B equal to C. This is known as the left cancellation law. Left cancellation law holds in group. And third one, AB equal to CB implies that A equal to C. This is known as the right cancellation law, because here we have on the right we have B is there. We cancel this B and B, then we get A equal to C. This is known as the right cancellation law. And A inverse of inverse is equal to A itself. Inverse of any element is inverse of inverse is same. Next one, identity element is unique. So there is only one identity element. And next one is inverse element is unique. For any element A, there is only one and only one inverse of the element A. And one more property, the equations Ax equal to B and Ya equal to B have unique solutions. These two have solutions and that solution is unique. Okay. So we prove this. So first one, show that AB whole inverse is equal to B inverse into A inverse. Okay. B inverse A inverse. So solution, let me take AB equal to say some X, AB equal to X, and then we have XX inverse is equal to identity element. Okay, XX inverse is equal to E. So that is X is nothing but we have taken this as AB into X inverse is equal to E. Now here operating by A inverse on both sides to the left. So that is here A inverse AB into X inverse is equal to A inverse into E. I am operating by A inverse on both the sides. And by the associative law, we can write this as A inverse into A into B X inverse is equal to, as E is the identity element, A inverse into E is A inverse itself. Okay. And then this A inverse into A is nothing but identity E, B X inverse is equal to A inverse. But E into B is nothing but B. Bx inverse is equal to A inverse. Now, operating by B inverse on left, okay, and left of both sides. On left of both sides, we get B inverse Bx inverse is equal to A inverse. Again by associative law we write this as B inverse B X inverse is equal to A inverse. A inverse and on the right hand side B inverse. So this element equal to E, this is equal to X inverse. E into X inverse is nothing but X inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse. And what is that X here? X is nothing but AB. AB whole inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse. So this is the required result. AB whole inverse can be written as B inverse A inverse. And here in general, we can write A1, A2, A3, AN whole inverse is equal to AN inverse, AN minus 1 inverse, AN minus 2 inverse, A3 inverse, A2 inverse, A1 inverse. So that is here writing the elements in reverse order and taking inverse to each element. And we can prove this by induction method. Okay. So here to prove this one, we take if n equal to 2, then A1, A2 whole inverse, we know that this is equal to A2 inverse, A1 inverse, right? This already we have proved. Now if I assume that the result is true for n is equal to say m, that is here A1, A2, A3, AM whole inverse can be written as AM inverse, AM minus 1 inverse up to A3 inverse, A2 inverse, A1 inverse, right? Now we prove that the result is true for n equal to m plus 1 also. So here consider A1, A2, A3 up to into AM into AM plus 1 whole inverse. So I will write this as this is equal to, taking this as A into AM plus 1 whole inverse, and this can be written as AM plus 1 inverse into A inverse. So this is equal to AM plus 1 inverse. What is this A inverse? A inverse is nothing but A1, A2, A3 up to AM. So we have taken this as our A to the power of minus 1. This is equal to AM plus 1 inverse into, this can be written as by our assumption AM inverse, AM minus 1 inverse up to A3 inverse, A2 inverse, A1 inverse. So therefore the result is true for n equal to m plus 1 also. Therefore by mathematical induction the result is true for all positive integral values of n. Okay, this is the result. Next we go for one more result, that is second one. AB equal to AC implies that B equal to C. This is known as left cancellation law. Usually we write like the LCL, right? So to prove this, let me consider the given equation. Given equation is AB equal to AC. Then this implies I will operate by A inverse on both the sides to the left. This is equal to A inverse AC. And by associative law, I will write this as A inverse A into B equal to right side A inverse into A into C. Into means the corresponding operation star. I am telling that it into means it need not be our into. It is not multiplication, it is corresponding operation. This implies A inverse into A is EB equal to, here also A inverse A is E into C. This implies, as E is the identity element, therefore EB equal to B and EC is equal to C. So which is the required result? AB equal to AC implies that B equal to C. That means here we can cancel here. We can cancel this A and A. So we say that we cancel these two elements, then this gives B equal to C. Therefore we call this as the left cancellation law. And what about the right cancellation law? So here if I take AB is equal to say CB, then this implies A equal to C. This is known as the right cancellation law because on the right we have B. On the right we have B. So we cancel B and B, then we get A equal to C. The proof is similar to the previous, same as the previous example. Here given that AB equal to CB. And here operating by B inverse on both the sides, we write this AB, B inverse, CB, B inverse. And this implies A, BB inverse by associative law equal to C, BB inverse. Now this is equal to A, BB inverse is E equal to C into, again BB inverse is equal to E. Okay. So that is, this implies AE equal to A and C equal to C. So we have proved that AB equal to CB implies that A equal to C. This is known as a right cancellation law. This is known as right cancellation law. Next we go for another example. Fourth one. Show that A inverse of inverse is equal to A itself. A inverse of inverse is equal to A itself. So let me take A inverse is equal to say some X. A inverse is equal to X. Then we have XX inverse is equal to E. XX inverse is equal to E. Then this implies XX inverse, that is A inverse X inverse. X is nothing but we can keep this as it is here. X inverse is equal to E. Here operating by A on both the sides. That is here A inverse X inverse is equal to, I am operating by A on both the sides. That is here. We can, by using associative law, we write this as A inverse X inverse is equal to A. That this implies A inverse equal to E. E X inverse is equal to A. And as E is the identity element, therefore we write X inverse is equal to A. That this implies X inverse. X inverse means this is nothing but A inverse of inverse is equal to A. Okay. Next example, identity element is unique. Okay, I'll go to next page. Example 5. Show that the identity element is unique. Identity element is unique. To prove this, what I do is I will consider that there are two identity elements. If possible, there are two identity elements. That is E and F are two identity elements of a group G. Then I will prove that E is nothing but F. These two are same. This is the method here. So here, let E and F be two identities. Okay, that is if possible, or we can consider let E and F be two identities. Then E is the identity element, therefore AE equal to A itself. I will take this as a 1. Similarly, F is the identity element, therefore AF equal to A. I will take this as a 2. Now from 192, what is the right hand side of 192? It is equal to A. That means RHS of 1 and 2 are same. Therefore LHS must be same. That is here we write from 1 and 2. We write left hand side of 1 is AE. E is equal to left hand side of 2 is AF. And this implies E equal to F. How? This is by left cancellation law. We have AE equal to AF, therefore we can cancel these two, then we get E equal to F. So therefore we say that identity is unique. Okay. So in the next example we prove that show that the inverse of an element is unique. Okay, so that is A is any element of a group G, its inverse, that inverse of A is unique. To prove that the inverse of A is unique, what we do here is, again I will consider, if possible, let there be two inverses of A. That is, say B and C are two inverses of A. Then finally we prove that B is nothing but C. That is B equal to C. This shows that inverse of each element is unique. Okay. So to prove this, let A be any element of a group G. Let A be any element of a group G. If possible, or let we can consider B and C be the inverses of A. Okay, inverses of A. Now B is the inverse of A. If B is the inverse of A, then AB equal to E. And if C is the inverse of A, then AC is also equal to E. So that is here. If B is the inverse of A, then AB equal to E. I will take this as a 1. And we have taken that C is also inverse of A. Therefore, AC equal to E. I will take this as a 2. Now here from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, see the right hand sides of 1 and 2 are same. This is E, this is also E. If the right hand sides of 1 and 2 are same, then left hand sides must be equal. So that is from 190 we can write AB equal to AC, and this implies B equal to C. This is also by left cancellation law. So we can cancel this A and A, then we get B equal to C. So therefore here inverse is unique. Only one inverse is there. Next example, the equations Ax equal to B and Ya equal to B have unique solutions. Okay. First we consider the first equation Ax equal to B. Okay. So here consider the first equation Ax is equal to B. This is the equation. So here A and B are the elements of the group. Therefore A inverse exists. Then operating by A inverse on both the sides, A inverse into Ax equal to A inverse into B, and this implies this is our A inverse A into X is equal to A inverse into B, and this implies A inverse into A equal to Ex is equal to A inverse into B. That is, this implies X is equal to A inverse into B. Okay, this is the solution. Solution of Ax equal to B. This equation. Now for uniqueness, what I do here is, for uniqueness, I have to show that this solution is unique. For that, what I do is, let me consider that let there be two solutions, x1 and x2 are the solutions of the equation Ax equal to B. Then I will show that x1 is nothing but x2. So here, if possible, x1 and x2 be two solutions of Ax equal to B. Now what this implies? X1 is a solution of this equation, therefore it satisfies the equation Ax1 equal to B. I take this as a 1. And similarly, x2 is also a solution of this equation. Then we get here Ax2 is equal to B. I will take this as a 2. Now from 192, what are the right hand sides of 192? They are same, equal. Therefore, left hand sides must be equal. From 192 we can write Ax1 is equal to Ax2, and this implies x1 is nothing but x2. This is by left cancellation law. Okay. So that means here the solution is unique. Therefore, the solution is unique. Solution is unique. And next we consider the other equation. So that is second one is Ya equal to B. Ya equal to B. We have to prove that this equation also has a unique solution. This implies operating by A inverse on both the sides. On the right we get here Ya inverse is equal to Ba inverse, and this implies y into A inverse. A inverse equal to E. Y into E is nothing but Y. Y is equal to B into A inverse. So is the solution. And for uniqueness, Again, similarly, we consider let y1 and y2 be the solutions of ya equal to b. If possible, y1 and y2 are two solutions of ya equal to b. Now here y1 is a solution of this equation, means it satisfies the equation y1 a equal to b. Take this as 1. And similarly y2 is also a solution of this equation. Therefore we get y2a is equal to b. I will take this as a 2. See the right hand sides of 1 and 2, they are same, b, b. Therefore left hand sides must be equal. So then from 1 and 2 we write y1a equal to y2a. This implies y1 is equal to y2. This is by right cancellation law. So that is here the solution is unique. Okay, thank you. I will stop here.